Welcome to We Don't Have Cookies, and here's your host, Jason Marshall.
Hey everybody, thanks for downloading the show. I hyped this episode 2 weeks ago. It was going to be the final episode of 2020, but now it's going to be the first episode of 2021, and I hope it lives up to the hype. As you just heard, there's a new intro to the show. We have a lot to talk about, and my guest today has something to do with one of those announcements that I wanted to make, but I'm sure you probably figured it out. If not, this person has been a Dallas Mavericks dancer, has been on reality TV shows on CMT and CBS, most notably Big Brother. She has the second largest Big Brother podcast in the entire world in just under 6 months. Here to have some New Year fun is the one and only Kat Dunn. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hold on. There was a lot to unpack there. So You're making an announcement and it has to do with me?
Yeah.
What is it?
I wanted to have you on because you're now going to be the new voice of the podcast, doing the show's intros and stuff like that.
Oh, I hope y'all like my voice. Gosh, with my Texas, I mean, I don't have like a Texas accent, I would say, but I do have a little bit of twang sometimes.
No.
So I hope y'all like it.
Me too.
Yeah, if not, then I guess you're stuck because you're going to be hearing my voice.
A few years ago, I did have another girl doing the voiceover before Maya did it. And I remember when I changed it over, people were sad she was gone. So hopefully they'll be happy you're here.
This could cause some drama, though, because now people are going to choose their favorites. And people are going to be like, wow, Maya was so much better than Kat.
You're number
There's
4 now.
There's going to be like a rivalry.
That's what I should do. I should just start having a competition for people who want to do the voice to the show.
Honestly, maybe I'll steal that idea for my podcast.
There you go. How was your Christmas?
It was good. Well, I mean, as you know, because you and I spoke before this, which also you brought up in your intro. You were saying how this episode was going to be the end of. You wanted it to be the end of 2020, but now it's pushed to be the beginning of 2021. And I think that that's my fault because I've been living in, I had family come in town and I've been just flying by the seat of my pants every day. I don't even know what day it is today. Like I found out it's Friday, but okay. I thought it was Sunday this whole time. Like I'm so disorganized. It's been such a cluster. So yeah, and you and I were supposed to record like 2 weeks ago and I fell asleep and forgot about it. The holidays, it was fun and I loved having family in town, and my family came in from Colorado, so that was especially special because I have 4 nieces and nephews, so I got to spend it with them. But man, it was just a lot of energy and I'm exhausted, but happy to be here and happy that 2020 is now over.
Did you get anything interesting for Christmas?
Not really. I really didn't ask for anything this year because, I don't know. I mean, I'm 30 years old, so I feel like I'm like, an adult now. And, if I want something, I just go out and buy it myself. Uh-huh. And my parents were asking me what I wanted for Christmas, and I just felt bad asking for stuff. I guess the coolest thing that I got was, after I got off of Big Brother, last summer, they send you a box full of all your Big Brother memorabilia and whatnot. And there was a fan that hand drew these T-shirts for everybody, for everyone on the cast and Julie. But he hand drew like little cartoons of the whole cast with markers or whatever. And it's not like he just drew one and then just got it printed, 21 times or 6, however big the cast is. Like he specifically hand drew every single one for each person. So it's super special. When I saw it, I cried. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful, like nice thing anyone's ever sent me. But it's a T-shirt. So of course, I can't really wear it or it'll get worn and, just kind of raggedy. So my mom surprised me and got it framed in a shadow box.
Nice.
So now I can put it on display. So I feel like that's pretty cool. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. Once you get older, you stop asking for like material gifts and it's more of like the heartfelt stuff that really means the most.
I got poopery as a present. Do you know what that is?
Wait, okay. No, yeah, of course I know what poopery is. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, I love poopery. I swear by it. I brought it in, like, that was part of my gameplay in Big Brother, was I brought poopery.
Really?
Because you share a bathroom. There's two bathrooms. One's the upstairs HOH bathroom that really just whoever's head of household uses, or, you know, sometimes they'll let people use it too. But there's one downstairs community bathroom. And obviously, you know, if you're going to be there all summer, you're going to have to poop.
Right.
But I felt like people probably deal with a lot of anxiety having to, like, poop in public, and then, like, say, like, you do your business and then you leave, and then somebody else comes in and, like, I don't know, what if you, like, blew up the bathroom? Like, I don't know. So part of my gameplay was I brought bottles of poopery. So every time I was on the block, I was telling them, I was like, you bitches, I was like, if y'all evict me, I'm taking the poopery. So have fun pooping all summer and smelling up the place.
That's awesome.
And it worked. It worked until day 58.
Longtime listeners may remember I was trying to get them to sponsor the show back in the day. So it was funny to get that gift, but it's even funnier to find out you brought it to the Big Brother house. That's great.
Yes, and actually, I think I actually got some poopery in my stocking. Here, I'm going to look because I have my stocking right. Yeah, I did. Oh my gosh, look, I got the poopery Smarty Pants on the go set.
Nice.
Which these are like travel size. You can put it in your purse. Okay. You can, like, carry anywhere. Yeah. So, dude, it's a lifesaver. I'm telling you.
Well, speaking of Christmas, I got a really crazy package in the mail, and it was from a foundation for kids wanting help for Christmas, which I'm kind of a sucker for that kind of stuff. The reason I said it was crazy is because they were only asking for $5, right? Mm-hmm. Let me just tell you what was in this package. Are you ready?
I think so, but I don't know. I guess just say it and we'll see.
I got a pair of mittens.
I'm never actually ready with. I never know what you have up your sleeve.
I swear to God, all of this is true. Okay, I know I do a lot of random jokes and weird stuff, but this is actually what I got. It's a pair of mittens, a dream catcher, and a pen.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I got 52-piece gift tag set, and then they just sent me another gift tag thing to put on presents that's just a sheet for no reason.
Honestly, that's very thoughtful because no one ever thinks of that, of, like, the gift tags. I mean, at least I don't, and I always end up just writing their name on it with Sharpie.
I got a huge page of stickers. I'd say there's probably 50 on here.
Oh, fun!
I got a Christmas card with an envelope that I can write to somebody.
Oh, well, so now you have to figure out who you're going to send it to.
Right.
Even though Christmas is over, so you're a little late.
And they actually sent me 2 more of those. They're all in plastic, so they look new.
Nice.
They sent me a memo pad with a picture of a robin out in the snow.
Okay.
And another memo pad that just says Merry Christmas. And
this is a lot of gifts. Like,
I know. And they want $5.
This honestly might have been more than I got for Christmas. And I didn't get stickers, so I'm kind of having FOMO right now.
They sent me another memo pad with and I don't know what this is. It's like a paper cutout of a snowman. There's 2 of those. I got a sheet of address stickers. If I ever want to mail anything, I can put that on there.
Do you ever mail anything?
No.
I feel like, yeah. I was gonna say,
I don't think anybody does.
No, but so I do sometimes. Like, I'll, like, send out, because, you know, sometimes people will, like, want autographed cards or something from me. But man, it's inconvenient to, like, I guess maybe I just, like, live in a technology era, but man, like, mailing stuff out is, like, it shouldn't be as inconvenient as it is. Mm-hmm. We have to, like, go to the post office. Right? It's like a whole day thing. And I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not.
They sent me
so it sounds like they, like, were putting you to work, honestly.
Yeah, they sent me a 2021 calendar.
Nice.
And a certificate of appreciation.
I love that.
Yeah. So it seems like they sent me more than $5.
It was strange.
It seems like they sent me more than $5 worth of stuff, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like you hit the mother load.
Yeah, it was a lot. I couldn't really believe that.
I am a little stressed out for you because that sounds like a lot of mailing that you have to do.
Yeah.
And in 2021, it's just hard. Like, so you can't send an email.
Yeah.
And now you have to figure out who you're going to mail it to. Not just stress you out and, get your 2021 off to a stressful start, but you got work to do.
Well, thankfully I have it for next Christmas, so I have quite a while to think about it, but
until they send you another, but
that's true.
$25, they're going to do it again. They're going to send you another one next year.
We're going to change gears real quick. We'll go from that to recently you were on your podcast talking about haters. Yeah. And as popular as you are, you get a lot of hate because that's just how it goes. I had some of my own hate recently. I had one of the biggest flat earth activists on my show. His name is Mark Sargent. I freaking love flat earthers. They're crazy. I don't particularly believe what he believes, but we had a good time, and he uploaded the show to his YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
And there were some people who enjoyed it, but there were a few who really weren't happy with the interview.
What did you expect by interviewing a flat earther? It's a very controversial opinion.
Yeah, very much so.
And I'll be honest. Okay, I don't believe in flat earth either, but the only reason why I don't believe in it is because I would have to reprogram my mind to everything that I thought that I knew, I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's so I don't really feel like doing that because I was okay, I've already gone 30 years with thinking the world is round, so whatever. But man, tell me I'm wrong. Flat earthers have a point. All their arguments make sense. They do.
That was what I was going to say. A lot of the stuff they bring up, on the surface, you're just like, you know what? That makes sense, like you said.
It makes more sense than the world being round. What the heck? So anyway, so if the haters are listening now, I'm sorry, we're still talking about flat earth. So I'm sorry, haters. But you can't escape us.
But there's a documentary on Netflix, and it was really good. That's how I knew who Mark was. And they really did a good job debunking some of the stuff. Because like you said, a lot of it really makes sense. And then when you see some of the science, you're back to where you started, where you're like, okay, this is a little strange. But
yeah, I love it though, man. That is if it brings you on that kind of journey, that is a good conspiracy in my book.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching the documentary because to be honest, I didn't know anything about it until then. But I'm going to read a couple of the negative comments.
Yes, I love this.
Then I'm going to read my reply, and I want you to rate my response, okay?
Okay, better be savage, though, because I consider myself to be a clapback expert. Mm-hmm. So I might judge this a little harshly. We'll see.
Okay.
So tell me what you got.
All right. I guess I have to give a little backstory on this first one. When Mark was on the show at the very beginning, I acted like I couldn't understand what his first name was, and I kept asking if I was pronouncing Mark right, and I would just keep going, Mark.
Don't
doesn't
tell
sound
me.
right.
Hold on, don't tell me that somebody thought you were being serious, right?
Well, that is the first comment.
Oh, no.
They have...
So they're stupid. So they're hateful and stupid. Great.
It says, is that how you say Mark? And they have that in quotation marks. And he said, how did this guy start a talk show? So my reply was, I bought a microphone, mixer, and a digital recorder. Then I went online and got a media host. Then I purchased the license to some music. I asked people to be guests, and I recorded with them. Once we finished recording, I edited them and published them via the media host on various podcast platforms. I hope this helps answer your question.
Oh, I was about to say, I hope you ended this with, hope this helps. Hope this looks and good luck to you. Honestly, I feel like okay, man. I was gonna be like the Simon Cowell of judging, but I have to give that a 10 because that's probably exactly how I would have responded. Because I feel like if all else fails, just troll them back. That was the perfect response. 10 out of 10.
I'm clapping. I don't know if you can hear. All right, the last one is This is impossible to listen to. I made it 4 minutes and 30 seconds in. Can't go any further. And somebody replied to him, watch the other videos. And remember, this is on Mark Sargent's channel. The guy replied to that reply and said, I'm a frequent listener of the show, but this cookie guy is offensive to my ears.
Offensive to their ears.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then I said, I may be offensive to your ears, but I would 100% tantalize and intrigue your eyes. The second you see me, the first words out of your mouth would be hubba hubba.
Oh my gosh.
So he
let's see.
Well, he replies, if that's true, then we're looking at a case of audio killed the video star. You need a new line of work. So I replied, sir, if I didn't know better, I would swear you were trying to hurt my feelings.
I think that he's trying to tell you that you need to get into TV. Forget podcasting. You are a star. You need to be on televisions everywhere, coming to a cinema near you. Huh.
Maybe.
I would rate this exchange. Because I wouldn't say you mic dropped per se, but I think you made him feel perhaps a little dumb when you said you should see, like, I don't know. I feel like that was like, I'm sure you caught him off guard. So for that, I give you props. I'm going to rate that a 7.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yes. Still put him in his place, but honestly, it sounds like he was giving you career advice to go into television.
I would like to think of it that way. That's a very good spin on it. Well, do you have any plans for 2021? What are you going to get into?
What are my plans? Well, first of all, I got to figure out what day it is. I got to figure out. I need to start organizing my life. I've gone the whole month without writing anything in my planner, so or calendar. So that 2021 calendar that you got would probably come in handy in my life. But no, so my birthday's coming up on January 9th.
Awesome.
So yeah, so of course going to celebrate my birthday, but I'm turning 31, so I don't really want to celebrate too hard because I don't want people knowing how old I am. But yeah, I will say, and this is controversial and probably not the best follow-up to have after you just had a flat earther on, but I am going to be traveling to Mexico in 2 days.
Nice.
And it's a very, yeah, exactly. It is very controversial because, of course, I'm not stupid. I know that we are in the middle of a pandemic and people are very, very sensitive, I guess, whenever they hear about somebody traveling. So speaking of hate, I got a ton of hate on Reddit the other day because I had tweeted that I was going to be traveling, coming up in January. Mm-hmm. And, of course, and I get it. Like, I'm not going to be that idiot that's like, you can't be scared of the pandemic. Like, don't let it control you. Like, absolutely, like, be scared. Like, be cautious, be wary, be responsible. But at the same time, I went to Mexico back in November for an entire month. And it was very safe. Honestly, it was safer than Texas is. And
wow.
It was the pandemic a lot better than the United States is. So,
really?
So if I have and not only that, but also I saw that I was, and of course, this is going to sound like the haters that were trolling you. They're absolutely going to come after me next. So have at me. But I I'm an influencer for work, and I was able to make a lot more money in Mexico doing my brand deals, and I was getting higher engagement, which this totally sounds like white girl problems, I know. But so just so financially it makes more sense. So anyway, so there it is, people. There it is, haters. I'm traveling. I'll be back in February. Don't call me. I'll call you. Don't leave me bad reviews.
Yeah, last time you went, you were only supposed to be there 2 weeks, and you stayed a month. I wish I could do that.
Well, you can. If you're, well, first of all, you're going to go in television first. But after your television career kicks off, then you can become an influencer. That's what I did. I, did TV, and then now I'm an influencer. So you, too, can go to Mexico for a month.
Well, I'm going to have to get tips on you from that. Because I have no idea how to get on television or become an influencer, but it sounds awesome.
Well, to be honest, I'm sure, I think you know this about me. With Big Brother, they just slid into my DMs on Instagram or like, do you want to be on the show? And I was like, sure. Okay. I mean, I still have to go through like the casting process and everything.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, sometimes opportunity just kind of presents itself and you got to be ready for the moment.
That's right. You never know. Well, Kat, is there anything that you'd like to promote before you go?
My podcast, Conspire Away, bitches. With that being said, earlier as I was talking about how I'm completely disorganized, I don't have a calendar. I'm about to go to Mexico for a month. Subscribe to my podcast, but it's not as regular as say this podcast is.
Oh, no, wait.
A podcast in a week. You might get one in 2 weeks. I know. That's like the worst pitch. Honestly, no. You know what? That is the worst pitch for a podcast probably ever. But that's what we do at the Conspire Away Bitches podcast. We are casual. We're take it day by day. We talk about conspiracies that we're not experts in. We'll talk about flat Earth too. I'm sure you'll hear us talk about it. But I don't know, just casual. It's fun. But Jason is going to help me get a little bit more organized with it. So, so we can all be on it together.
And for all those people who've been upset about me missing shows lately, she's more regular than I am. So just
am I? Oh, well, I didn't know that.
At the end of the year, it's kind of debatable, but it just sort of depends.
Okay. So actually, honestly, I feel better now. Now I feel like maybe my first response was an act of, I was feeling insecure about it.
Mm-hmm.
But if this is a regular thing for podcasters, at the end of the year, we all kind of get a little bit disorganized, and then I'm good. Because during Big Brother season, I'm dropping like 2-3 podcasts a week. It's insane. But anyway, so I guess here's my pitch. Forget everything that I just said. Here's my pitch. If you like Big Brother, if you like conspiracies, and honestly, if you like driving in your car and listening to two people have a conversation that, you kind of feel like you're part of, then my podcast is for you.
And it's a very fun show. I recommend everybody go check that out.
Oh, thanks. But, other than that, just, I guess, follow me on Instagram, Kat Dunn. Also, okay, here's the other thing. TikTok. I am huge on TikTok right now.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how it happened, but follow me on TikTok because it's, I really don't care about TikTok, but it's addicting because it's like when I was in Tulum the last time, I got 100,000 followers in 1 week.
Wow, that's incredible.
And now I have over 300,000. I don't know why. I literally don't know what I'm doing. But I think that's the next big thing. So follow me there as well.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for being on.
Of course, it's fun.
Want to contact the show? Send an email to jason@wedon'thavecookies.com or call 929-266-WDHC. That's 929-266-9342 and leave a voicemail.
Send in those emails. I love hearing from listeners, so don't be shy. Real quick, I want to say I'm sorry for taking so long to do an episode. Kat had to reschedule a few times, and I didn't want to start the new year without doing her voiceover stuff. Plus, I'm still getting used to the new equipment. I'll talk about that more in just a minute. But first,
we don't have cookies. Stay prepared.
That can only mean one thing. Joining me now is the world's most famous weatherman and YouTube sensation, Frankie MacDonald. Frankie, what will the weather be like this week starting on Monday?
It's going to be really cold in Ohio. It's going to warm up a little bit in mid this weekend. It's going to be drier than normal in northeastern United States. It's going to be really stormy in Vancouver, British Columbia with a lot of rain and wind on the west coast of Canada, west coast of the United States. And sometimes, guess what? A polar vortex is headed right for northeastern North America sometime in the second half of January. That's going to cause a lot of Santa Ana winds in California. Santa Ana winds, that's going to trigger so many forest fires in California and places like that. It's going to bring a lot of rain in northern South America, and Brazil's going to get a lot of rain. Venezuela's getting lots of rain. Amazon rainforest. Europe is getting really cold weather all across England, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Denmark with stormy weather, lots of rain, on and off rain. And over around Norway's getting lots of snow, Finland, Sweden. In northwestern Japan, it's getting so much snow, they're getting over 100 inches of snow somewhere in Japan.
Wow. That's incredible.
In China, it's really, really cold. South Korea, North Korea, South Russia, and all these places. In Congo in Africa, it's getting so much rain. DR Congo, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Botswana, and South Africa, they're getting so much rain. Mozambique and Madagascar. going to be really active tropical cyclone season this March coming. It's going to be one tropical cyclone right after another in Australia, New Zealand this March coming. It's going to bring in New Zealand. It's getting a lot of rain too. Into New Zealand's not having a very good summer so far.
How was your Christmas, Frankie? Did you get that computer chair you were asking for?
I did get a computer chair.
Good. How do you like it?
Great. I like it. And I had a great New Year's. Then Christmas in Russia was on January 7th. January 7th is Orthodox Christmas Day in Russia. Their New Year's is on January 14th. That's Orthodox New Year's in Russia. Biden gets sworn in on January 20th. Once Biden gets sworn in as the 46th president of the United States, he's going to ramp up the production for COVID vaccine. He's going to make people to take the vaccine.
Do you have any plans for 2021?
That means this spring coming, I'll be getting the vaccine for COVID-19. And then once again, next Wednesday, Joe Biden gets sworn in, he'll be inaugurated as president, and he's going to ramp up the production for vaccines.
Frankie and I will be doing something new on the show called What's That Mean, where Frankie gets to ask me as many questions as he would like. We're going to start that right now. Frankie, do you have any questions?
Yes.
All right.
Who wrote the book? For Frankie MacDonald book?
That was Sarah Soller. She was on the show before. Very nice lady. All right. Well, I don't want to catch you too off guard. I know that we just started this, but if you have...
Who made the Frankie MacDonald action figures?
Oh, man. I don't know.
Ben Campbell. He lives in Big Spring, Texas.
That's right.
Oh, that means who made the talking Frankie MacDonald bobbleheads? Phil Schuyler of National Bobbleheads Hall of Fame.
Nice. By the way, everybody, get you a Frankie MacDonald bobblehead, and if they're still available, get you an action figure. I have both. I love them. They're great.
Yes, and Frankie MacDonald action figure. People can get Frankie MacDonald book on Amazon.
That's right. Well, Frankie, is there anything you'd like to promote before you go?
My Twitter's at Frankie McD. My Facebook is Frankie MacDonald 1984. My TikTok is Frankie MacDonald 1984. And my Instagram is Frankie MacDonald 1984. My LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. My Snapchat is Frankie MacDonald. My YouTube is Dogs and Wolves.
All right, Frankie, it was great talking to you. I'll talk to you next week.
Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie MacDonald. You are listening to We Don't Have Cookies Internet Radio Show.
When I was on the Bass Guy show with Frankie, we did everything on video. It was so much easier for me and him to talk to each other. So starting next month, I am going to start recording that way with Frankie. I'm hoping that this will make his segments a little longer, get him talking a little more, and know how much you guys love him. I'm also hoping to do a quick, either monthly or every other month, a live episode with Frankie and a few others on the podcast YouTube channel. You can subscribe at youtube.com/WeDon'tHaveCookies. Speaking of the Bass Guy show, I will be on it again on Wednesday, January 27th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you check that out. I had a lot of fun talking to him and interacting with the viewers last time I was there, so I can't wait to do it again. I sort of talked about how the holidays were for me earlier in the show, but Christmas was awesome. Everybody loved their presents, and that really made me happy. I was lucky enough to see my family and my in-laws. The way things have been going with the pandemic, that meant a lot to me, and I hope all of you guys had a good holiday too. My mother-in-law bought me a new computer for Christmas, so I have a completely new podcast setup, new computer, new recorder, new software. I even have a new mic stand. Still trying to get used to it all. I love it, but it's been a pain to learn. Like today, I called Frankie and he could hear me, but I couldn't hear him. And it took me about 20 minutes to figure out what was going on. I'm getting there though, and it'll all be worth it in the end because I am planning to have some fun shows this year. Some of my favorite guests will be returning to kick off the new year, like Andy Erickson from Last Comic Standing, America's Got Talent, and Fox's Scream Queens. Mike Furman, who was one half of the comedy duo Hard and Firm with Chris Hardwick. The hilarious comedian Nicole Tran. Frequent guest, friend, and CBS Big Brother house guests Elena Davies and Kevin Schley-Huber will be on too. I also realized while I was trying to plan some of the shows that if everything goes right, fingers crossed on that one, episode 300 will be my birthday episode. So that's really exciting for me and gives me some motivation to keep things on track. I will also be bringing back the retro episodes that I wanted to do last year. I think I only did 1 or 2 last year. I can't remember which. But basically what the theme of that is I'm going to be bringing on people that were on during the first year of the podcast, doing some of the segments from the first year of the podcast. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I couldn't think of a better guest to kick off the return of the retro episodes than the return of Mama Kate. She was a part of so many firsts in the podcast history. I believe she was even part of the first retro show last year too. So it's very fitting to bring her onto that episode. I am also bringing back the Strange Day portion of the show, and that is going to start right now. If you're listening to this on the day it comes out, Monday, December 11th, is Clean Off Your Desk Day. And with all my new equipment, I will be celebrating that one for sure. Tuesday is Marzipan Day. Tough luck to all you Jupiter pans out there. Wednesday is Make Your Dreams Come True Day. I love that one, and I hope all of you do what you can to celebrate that. Thursday is Organize Your Home Day, which seems like something I have been doing for the last month. And I'll probably be celebrating that on Thursday too. Friday is Strawberry Ice Cream Day, and I will be celebrating that by eating strawberry mochi. If you haven't had mochi before, Friday's a good day to treat yourself. Saturday is Nothing Day, which sounds amazing. And finally, Sunday is Kid Inventors Day, which I like that one too. I've invented 2 kids, and if my wife's up for it, I'll be celebrating that with her. I hope you're all having a good start to the new year. That's it for this episode. I'll talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening. Tell your friends about the show and leave a review. See you later. Hold on, let me try that again.
You need to be on televisions everywhere.